doing. I'm gonna wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still gonna be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody who you're spending your life with. And then I'm gonna build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and it's selfish.
Just tell me when I can solve.
Yeah, almost. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're gonna feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box. It's unhealthy. And it's a huge dysfunction within our Black community that I truly believe personally, statistically, mental health-wise, and community-wise, that Black men would stop.
Black men would what?
Stop doing that, that they would stop that dysfunctional behavior of compartmentalizing and creating houses, not homes, and then finally a home with the wife, and then you have all these other houses that are homeless. But you over here, at some point when you do get a wife, if you do, I'm saying if that's what you want, you will, you'll get whatever you want. You're trying to create a home. Totally dysfunctional and extremely, that's the epitome of selfish.
I told y'all that this internet is a quick grift for a lot of people. A lot of people peek the weakness in the game and they find a lane that they can exploit. So then we get to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. And you know, she calls herself a doctor, but she's been exposed as a life coach. Now we know that she went on to Cam Newton's show, and she was talking to Cam Newton about his 8 children by 3 different women. And you know, she claims to be a therapist or some form of a doctor where she can help people, you know, in their everyday life. But she was really like grilling and criticizing him for his lifestyle. And when people saw that, that made people want to do an investigation into her background. Oh man, this thing is crazy. And like I told y'all, on the internet, you could be the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. You don't have to prove yourself. You can come out here and be charismatic. You could be a good talker, and people will follow you. And you can make a whole lot of money creating a character that people would just be entertained and want to watch, right? So she started to be exposed. People started to say, show your credentials. She wouldn't do it. They asked her to show her credentials. And so Corey Holcomb got wind of this and saw this. And he went in on her, you know, about this, right? On Cam Newton's show. And he questioned Cam Newton, like, why would you allow her to come on your show and do all these things without showing and proving who she is, right? He said this.
And I'm not gonna sit up here and act like, yo, what Dr. Bryant said and didn't affect my relationship with my baby mother, number 1, baby mother, number 2, or even with my situation that I'm with now. But what is to come from that is, I don't want my platform to be fake. That's shit.
Why would you call her a doctor, brother? I'm not saying your platform is fake at all. I'm just saying, when somebody say Dr. Bryant, it irks me. Where's her colleagues? Where's she a doctor at? Because I've done the research.
And it was what?
I don't see doctor nowhere. If somebody is a doctor, they will be proud to show you, I'm a doctor. She can't do it. She just says it. This is a fantasy that woman is living. I mean, like, you don't see everybody to see you, Sister Bryant. We know it's a girl you call your bodyguard, but we know it's more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here in the streets. So I can't say what this girl is that you call in your little security sometimes, but you know what I'm saying? It's people who know y'all and they talk. So, and all this doctor stuff, I mean, come on. Where is the proof that you're a doctor?
So she's been making her rounds. You know, we know that she went on Nick Cannon's show. She's talking to anybody that were here, right? And she even, you know, after Cam Newton's situation, she even was saying that she wants to talk to his latest baby mom about the situation. Where this woman that made videos, Jasmine, that made videos and said that she was cool. She was fine. She's okay with her situation. Remember, these are adults. They make conscious decisions to do these things, right? Now, Cam is a dude with means, with money, and we know that a lot of these women will go sit down and have babies by a man that's worth millions of dollars, and it's a paycheck for them. So it's not just the man that's throwing it down. Would I do something like this, mate? No, I disagree. But people can do what they want to do in their life, right? And my whole thing is, if you're going to be a person that's going to come out and claim that you are a doctor or a therapist, you got to show and prove, man, and y'all should make them show and prove before they even come onto the show to disseminate information out to the public. But Corey Holcomb wasn't finished, man. Now on his show, he did further investigation and further digging, and he actually had history with this woman in the past. He actually knows her from the past. He went in on her and said this.
Get down like I get down. I said I don't like getting to know women kids because I know my heart ain't in it. I'm not into the thing like that, so I don't really need to be around your kids. I avoid kids. Right. She agreed and said that's how she moved with people. What are you talking about? Don't no doctor do like me. I'm the world's greatest. I'm the world's greatest. I ain't even trying to brag, but I'm just saying, old girl flat out a hustler. I watch her when she word things. It's a brother that did a breakdown of Cheyenne Bryant, and he needs credit because he saw how she basically pasted something someone in her family did and put it on her bio. I think someone in her family was an actual doctor or something like that. A man. Anyway, we're going to get this brother name and give him his credit because he did extensive research on her. And everybody who did extensive research shows this. Because, like, if you ask the lady flat out, because a lot of people don't know how to talk to her, I'll be like, are you a licensed doctor? I want to see you slither out of that. Not with me, because I'm not regular. When you're talking to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching you. I'm not listening to you. I'm watching you. You're not a registered doctor. Everybody looked it up. A lot of people looked it up. You see this? This who you are. You a bust down. That was before she did the Breakfast Club. This a bust down, dog. Man, let me tell you something. Do you know you have to get chosen to be a doctor? You can't just go to doctor. I'm going to go be a doctor. No, you have to get accepted in. Right. My daughter was about to go try to be a doctor, and she found out what happened. She started to get her license or whatever out of the country because you don't just get to be a doctor. You have to get to be selected in. Right. This is who this is, and we want her to answer. Who is this lady? Who is this lady? Everybody be wondering why her relationships don't work out. If she tell the truth, who that lady is, I believe a lot of people are going to be able to see why relationships don't work out with her. Who is this lady? Who is this lady to you? Come on now, sister, tell the truth who you are. She went on the Breakfast Club and lied and said, he's an alcoholic. He said his hygiene is bad. How you know my hygiene is bad? You ain't never been up on me. Where you get that one from? But I know your back against the wall, so you got to lie. The lied about a lot of shit. But here's the number one thing people like Cheyenne Bryant and the Meek lie about Corey Holcomb with. They say Corey Holcomb don't like women. I don't have to go out my way to do something crazy to prove it, but I'm going to prove it right now. Because, see, I'm not the only one who sees through this Emmett Smith forehead having right here. Look, okay, smash, but you see how that hairline really look when you walking around the house.
Now, let me say this. The internet is full of this gender stuff. You know, people start to take sides. You know, black men are on the side of Corey and Nick Cannon and all the men that's calling this women out. Women are on the side of her. I'm on the side of what's right. What I want to deal with, if you say you're a doctor, show and prove your credentials. Because the things that you're saying to Nick Cannon or Cam Newton are things that I can say, things out there that some of you that have your senses, you can say, a woman can say. We all can say those things. But my thing is, I'm not going to go onto the show and say that I'm something that I'm not, right? To gain a following. If you are a life coach and you're a certified life coach, and that's what you say you are, fine. But don't come and say you have a doctorate here, you have a degree in this, and a degree in this, and a degree in this, and people are sitting down in trust and thinking that you have the credentials to help them in a certain way, and you're not who you say you are. That's a problem. So I implore women and men to stand on truth and hold people accountable to what they say that they are. That has nothing to do with, I don't care about the gender stuff, because I know a lot of our people are stupid. Y'all feed right into the gender war, and you actually support W supremacy. You claim you don't like racism, but you support it because you act that way towards each other. What I'm dealing with is she who she says she is, right? The second part is we're dealing with adults, right? If we know that we have problems within our communities, right? We already know that. I'm a man that's been married 23 years. If these are consensual acts by adults and this is what they want to do, right? This is what they want to do. I believe that she was making certain things personal, based off of what she would or wouldn't do, and that's not the way a therapist does things. These are things. She was imposing her beliefs onto him, right? Because Jasmine, his other child's mom, said she was cool. She was cool with it. She totally was aware of the situation, and she consciously decided to deal with this. These are consenting adults. Now, him and the first child's mom, they had their issues and they broke up because she wasn't with it, right? But then he had a baby by Instagram model that's what they do. So in a house, in a community, there's a house, and in this mansion, there's many rooms. In some rooms, you open up the door, you peek your head in there, and you say, that ain't for me. Some other rooms you walk into, you think it's cool, but after a while, you say, this ain't for me. Then in some rooms, you walk in there and say, hey, I'm cool here. This is the room I belong in. This is the room, this is where I'ma stay, right? So you gotta go where in places which you're willing to accept. Some places you're not willing to accept. I can't impose my views on other people. That's what they want to do. You got people out here that do all kinds of stuff that's into a whole bunch of different stuff that's not breaking the law. It's none of my business. I'm focusing on what I'm focusing on for me and my family and the people around me in my circle. That's what I do. And I just felt like she was imparting her personal views onto Cam. Now, like I said, the room that Cam's in, that's not the room that I want to be in. That's not my room. So when I peek my head in and say, oh, they doing this in hell, that's what they doing. The Nick Cannons in them, oh, that ain't my thing. I'm going to shut the door and go on about my way. That's it. That's it. But I'm telling people, stop arguing. I see a lot of women saying, you men this, you men that. And a lot of you women saying, you women this. No. Deal with what's right. Deal with what's right. Because the thing she's saying, I can say to Cam. You can say to Cam. But is she who she says she is? That's what we should start. That's where we should start from and go from there. All the other stuff is irrelevant. But I'm going to cut this video short here. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till next time. Peace.